Justin sees the world in a very different way than you and I do.
Justin has the ability to just see through directly to people's hearts.
So Justin sees himself as a person with UP syndrome, not Down syndrome, which is the clinical diagnosis for Justin's condition.
For him, it was frustrating that it was called Down syndrome, and we had to kind of explain that to him and say, well, it's because of the person who discovered it. It's not that it's something that's negative to you, it's just who happened to name it.
So it's always been UP syndrome, and his dad, Jim, really kind of reinforced that in Justin's life too, again, that he was a gift. God knew what he was doing, God doesn't make mistakes, and boy, has that ever played out in our life.
I think Justin is the embodiment of gratitude. It's just who he is, and he just lives that out in his daily life.
So he sees people doing things for him, and his heart is filled with gratitude. So then he turns around when his heart is full and he wants to give back. And it's overflowing. It's like he can't help it. He makes lists of all the people he wants to write notes to or thank yous to, or just for no reason at all, bring somebody flowers. This last week, he's actually brought flowers to 5 people. Some of them had birthdays, some of them were sick, but he just loves loving on other people. So he takes what he's getting in love into his own life, and he turns that around and gives back.
Justin just has a heart to serve people, and he likes to see a need and then help out. If we have friends or people we know who are either sick or have surgery or something like that, he loves to bring them a meal, just to encourage them.
So Justin lost his dad in March of 2011. He died of melanoma cancer. And it was a really tough time for Justin because he and his dad were totally tight. They were very, very close. And all of a sudden, a couple of days after Jim passed away, Justin said, "Mom, Dad's gone fishing."
And at first we were trying to figure out what exactly he meant by that. But Justin sees my dad as fishing in heaven. That's how he views heaven.
So now when people pass away or die, Justin says, "They went fishing with Dad." And the other day he said, "Mom, someday I'm gonna go fishing with Dad." So he sees where his dad is, and now death is not scary for him. It's something to look forward to when the time comes. Justin looks at God as someone he can count on and who will be faithful to him. And he has just very simple trust. He's not encumbered by a lot of the other things we are, and he just sees God for who he is. And Justin shows that out every day. He says, God wins, God's got this. And so Justin has a very firm foundation in who God is and that he's taking care of Justin.
And there is a special connection that Justin has in his relationship with God. I don't know how to explain it. I can't put a pretty box around it with a bow. It's just Justin being who he is, and as he's gotten older, that love and that passion for serving Jesus has just fueled whatever he does. He is a great reminder for us to be grateful just because of who he is and what he does. And because he just sees people for who they are and where they have needs and wants to just meet those, I think that in itself is a great reminder to me of what gratitude is. We just find it to be such a joy to have him as part of our family and who we are.